Hi, I'm Devin Shute, and welcome to the Money Minute Budget Special. So last week we received our much anticipated budget speech from our new Finance Minister, Enoch Godongwana. Now this budget had to show a delicate balancing act between managing our tax collections, government debt, and expenditure. Now there were some encouraging announcements actually, and generally the budget was moving in the right direction. Fortunately, we were able to collect a huge 180 billion rand in extra taxes during the year. Now this came as a result of improved capacity at SARS, which is great, and massive profits from our platinum miners. However, we can't expect this to continue, and it was treated as a once-off bonus. So let's look at some of the positive highlights of the budget. There was support for the taxpayer, thankfully. This came in the form of no additional income tax or VAT, as well as keeping the fuel levies the same with the record high prices we're currently experiencing. Social grant recipients will receive inflationary increases again, and this is for the first time in a couple of years. Companies, surprisingly, will enjoy a reduction in their tax rates, with possibly more to come in the future. I thought this was one of the key announcements of the budget. Investors also will now have an additional 5% in their retirement funds that they can allocate offshore, which we applaud from a portfolio diversification perspective. This brings the maximum offshore allowance to 35% in pension funds. There was also talk of closing, consolidating, and professionalizing our state-owned enterprises, but really we're going to need to see some action here. However, there were some negatives that needed to be noted. One, there was no clear guidance on fixing Eskom and the massive debt and the threat that is to our economy. Two, our economy is forecast to grow on average under 2% for the next 3 years. And this highlights the urgent need for structural reform and making it easier to do business in this country that just isn't good enough. And while we're using a lot of the excess revenue collected to pay down government debt, the debt itself and the interest we are paying on it is still too high. As an example, we as South Africans pay 900 million rand a day to service our government debt. So in summary, the budget was pragmatic, market-friendly with very few surprises, and that's a good thing. Now as a country, we still face significant challenges, and many of which can be addressed by simply growing our economy. This can be achieved through creating an environment where the private sector can invest and build. And then lastly, our thoughts and prayers go out to the people of the Ukraine for a speedy and peaceful settlement in that regard. Thank you for watching. Have a good week.